Serving the capital of New Zealand, Wellington International Airport is the third busiest airport in the country. It features a single 2,081 meters (6,827 feet) runway that appears to start and end in the ocean. The airport has a reputation for sometimes rough and turbulent landings, even in larger aircraft. This makes it extremely difficult for pilots to maneuver landings. The runway at Gibraltar's airport crosses the main road in and out of the British overseas territory, and consequently traffic has to be closed every time a plane lands or departs. However, the highway crossing isn't the main issue for pilots. It's the strong turbulence and wind shear around the Rock of Gibraltar. Diversions and go-arounds are common, especially in winter. The notorious Princess Juliana Airport on the Caribbean island of St. Martin is famous around the world for its low landings over the ocean. The landing jets appear to be just feet above the heads of the public just before touchdown, while takeoff creates huge gusts of wind and sand for sunbathers. It's not without danger though. One of two airports in Greenland capable of serving large airliners, NARSARQUAG Airport is located in Tunaliafik Fjord on the country's southern tip. While the high wind in the fjords is a major challenge for pilots, a nearby volcano can be even more of a headache. When it erupts, its volcanic ash cloud contains very small particles of glass. The approach to Toncontin Airport, located near the capital of Honduras, has long been considered to be one of the most dangerous in the world, especially in inclement weather conditions. The mountainous terrain surrounding the small airport forces pilots to make a dramatic approach that's anything but head-on, with a steep descent and a sharp turn prior to lining up with the runway. Madeira International Airport. Cristiano Ronaldo, formerly known as Funchal Airport, on the Portuguese archipelago of Madeira in the Atlantic Ocean, is considered one of the most dangerous airports in the world due to its spectacular construction. The runway extension is supported by 180 columns, partly over the ocean, which have to withstand serious shock loading during landings. Pilots must undergo additional training to land at the airport. TENZING-HILLARY Airport, also known as Lukla Airport, in Nepal is the prime airport for anyone who is visiting Mount Everest. The runway is surrounded on all sides by steep Himalayan terrain, with a mountain shelf on one side and a steep drop into the valley below on the other side. The airport runway is extremely short at just 527 meters long. To make matters worse, there is no go-around procedure because of the surrounding mountains. Only helicopters and small fixed-wing propeller planes are permitted to land. COURCHEVEL Airport has shortest runway at 525 meters (1,722 feet). This airport, which serves the exclusive ski resort of Courchevel in the French Alps, drops off in a cliff as well, so pilots need to make sure they gain enough speed for takeoff if they don't want to fall off the cliff's edge. On approach or during takeoff, pilots have to maneuver their aircraft between the Alps without instrument procedures. The only clear guideline is a no-go round due to the surrounding mountains. JUANCHO YRAUSQUIN Airport is located approximately 45 kilometers (28 miles) south of St. Martin, on the minuscule Dutch Caribbean island of SABA, also known as the original King Kong movie island. With a runway of only 400 meters (1,300 feet) in total length, this makes it the world's shortest commercial airport runway. The airport is wedged on a rocky outcrop at the foot of a mountain, with jagged terrain on one side and cliffs dropping into the sea at the other ends of the runway, so any landing here is a nerve-wracking challenge. PARO is Bhutan's sole international airport. The tiny airport is nestled in a deep valley and surrounded by sharp peaks of up to 5,500 meters (18,000 feet) tall. Strong winds whip through the valley, often resulting in severe turbulence. Considered the most dangerous airport in the world, flights are only allowed during daytime and under visual meteorological conditions in which pilots make their judgments by eye rather than relying on aircraft instruments. The dramatic approach to the runway is completely out of sight for the pilots until the last minute as they maneuver between mountains at a 45-degree angle before dropping quickly onto the runway. Only a limited number of pilots are authorized to land at PARO.